Good evening, folks. This is Darth Rabbit07. Come to today with another quick review. I got lucky this week and found the B-Wing number 0106 in the Micro Galaxy Squadron series. But help me do a little bit of homework real quick. Make sure to like, share, subscribe, all the stuff down below in the description. Let's get this off of this intro and into the Micro Galaxy Squadron B-Wing. Thanks again for watching.
And there's the B-Wing on the turntable for review today. You got the B-Wing pilot. It's the only figurine that comes with this particular piece. The beautiful ship from Return of the Jedi and its Full Glory Series 5. The side of the box, the back of the box, you have the assembly being denoted there. It's got landing gear. S-foils will retract as naturally it does. And I'm kind of wondering if they're going to release Harris and Dulla's B-Wing in the near future. Here's what it looks like all folded up, and just an absolutely beautiful fighter in there. The chases in this, or the rare in the chase, is a stealth V-Wing, and then the hologram of Luke's original X-Wing, I do believe. I'm not sure which one it is. I haven't seen it up close yet. Then you got the last Skywalker, Poe and his X-Wing, and I do believe this is also the last Skywalker, the Special Forces tie. So with all that said and done, let's crack this bad boy open and get him on the turntable. Thank you for your time. And as previously stated, there is some assembly required. I just want to point this out. It's keyed so you don't get this orientation wrong. So you take this guy and line it up there and simply press together, and very, very jarring, but very, very awesome all the same. There's the B-Wing just as is, and you got a landing skiff here. And I can't seem to get it out. Let's do this off camera. Of particular note, mine was painted shut, so I just don't want to give you that word of warning. I did do a little bit of damage there, but this will probably get worn, as this is an awesome looking vehicle. And looks absolutely amazing on the turntable. Do a little 360 spin, show it off all the angles. This is how they fold up into the ships, how the pilots enter them, and then they take off and then fold out. And there they are together with pilot on the turntable. I'll get them into the cockpit, which is very, very nicely detailed. And I opened it back up to show you those details as you would see them with the pilot in the cockpit. Let's close that down and get some measurements next. The measurements with the B-Wing in its landing position is roughly 7 1/4 from one end to the other end, depending on how it's oriented. Then on the height, we're looking about 1 1/4, like from the base with the landing gear up to the top of this. And then let's see here what we got next. This bad boy has 8 locking, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Depending on orientation, again, you got those rotating 360 and different locking points there. So about 6 locking joints. Let me do that again one more time. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, you got about like 6 locking joints. And see, your landing gear is upside down right now. You just got to roll that cockpit. And the original thing back when it was vintage class, when it first was released, this was on a gyroscope. But I like that they got the locking mechanisms and stuff. And let's get those foils out here next. This foil's open. We're going to do from top to bottom that way. So you got roughly about 5 1/2 from wingtip to wingtip there. And then, what else did I'm forgetting something. This thing is just a unique and crazy looking fighter. I need to get the measurements of the pilot himself, because there was no change there. And the other beautiful thing with this is that it can do everything the other one did. Like you can orient that and do that. I think another really cool way of doing it is like seeing it go flying through the air like this with the cockpit, you know, and it's different configurations. I actually did this other day, like while I was on the route. I was sitting there like, and then, like if it rotates and blah blah blah, and there's that. And then if you've watched Rebels, you know that Hera gets a hold of one of these and makes a really big blast scene there. Really, really nice. Let's take a closer look at those details though. We're gonna take a closer look at the cockpit and the area here. You can see they got the little blackwash weathering, which really makes that pop. Looks good. You got your screw hole there. I could have swore this was another thruster, kind of like these thrusters are highlighted here. And then if you look at the S-foils there, I don't know if it'll concentrate on it. You got some wear there, but it looks really nice. I think a little bit more of the black wash that was used up here would make all these details down here pop even further. And it's having trouble focusing on that. On my Lenin skiff, as I said earlier, this was painted shut, so your mileage may vary when you go to open it. I do like how that looks all nice and worn there. So they got some weathering and some of the stuff, because Rebel ships, Star Wars ships in general are not like very clean looking and stuff. It's like this side's dirty, but then we got clean space here, so I kind of busted it up. Even the underside of the S-foil has got the detail there or what have you. And then you got another tempo there. Just really, really beautiful. These are soft, bendy, rubbery plastic, so be careful with those. And then on the bottom down here, I got a little imperfection on mine. It was I guess installed, and it's a little bit off. I mean, I know some things are asymmetrical, but that just looks like it was put on crooked. And this is also rubbery right here, but this is the hard plastic, and these are rubbery. So I mean, that's what you're dealing with when you got that. Very, very swooshable, very, very awesome. I totally dig this whole ship here in its entirety. Love just sitting here futzing around with it and stuff, and thinking about the different attack angles and patterns. And then what if the folds didn't open up? You'd be just fighting like this, and or roll it over to that, back to that configuration there. So boom, there you go. Let's get into some final thoughts, shall we? Final thoughts on the B-Wing. If you're a fan of Return of the Jedi, this really is a no-brainer pickup for any of the fans of Star Wars Return of the Jedi. The Battle of Endor at the Death Star 2 was absolutely phenomenal, and I can't get over how well this looks on the turntable. This is how they are, for the most part, inside of the ships when they get transported to the different battle sites or whatnot, plot points in the Star Wars universe. Again, like I love in Rebels whenever they were on that one planet and that little Mon Calamarian had his prototype of one of these, and Hera just flew it like an ace pilot that she always is. Can't wait to see if we do get a Rebels version of this B-Wing in the not too distant future, and other ships that's out there. We got lots of Star Wars universe to explore. Hopefully we'll get some more, and they won't turn. I just really want the chases to go bye-bye so that people get a shot at these at retail. Hopefully retail will get better, because like I've been saying all along, Target does not have the light armor class. It's excluded. You still got the mini blinds on the shelf at $4.99. $13.96 is totally gone. The $14.96 is what this was, and I got lucky and found this and the Pose X-Wing from Last Skywalker, along with the Special Forces TIE Fighter from Last Skywalker. And I'll have those reviews coming up pretty soon. Thanks again for watching my channel. Make sure to like, share, subscribe. All the stuff down below. Thank you again to my subscribers. You guys totally rock. And that's about going to do it for the B-Wing from Star Wars Micro Galaxy Starfighter class. You guys have a great day, great weekend. May the Force be with you all, always.